So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 72 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Mahomes now to throw. They'll let it go deep for... He's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They go play action with Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Third and long. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. It's caught by OBJ. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. They'll look to throw here. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And he's going to take it in. touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Come on. Jam, 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 jam.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, check point.
Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go one more. Slam, slam.
On second down, it's Carson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Open man, it's Vanette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts on his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 57, 57.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cassius Marsh just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. Hawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Move 50 seconds to mine. Switch up, switch up.
On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now Myers for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error,
Still first down.
and it'll back him up 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set,
Still
and they
first
get the
down.
penalty. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.